Back in 2009, KTM struck a bizarre, brilliant chord with the original 990 SMT. It was a glorious anomaly, a touring-capable machine built on the unapologetically irrational, hooligan bones of the Supermoto 990 SM. It carved a niche out of thin air, blending long-haul ambition with a reckless spirit. After a long hiatus, Mattighofen dipped its toes back into the water with the 2023 890 SMT, a fun but arguably compromised machine. Now, fresh spy shots confirm that the Austrian marque is ready to fully resurrect the legendary 990 SMT badge. But purists should brace themselves for a very different, highly digitized beast. Let's address the elephant in the room immediately. The iconic, soulful V2 engine of the 2009 original is gone, permanently relegated to the history books. Instead, this next-generation prototype is propelled by the latest iteration of KTM's ubiquitous LC8C parallel twin. Displacing 947 cubic centimeters and shared with the current 990 Duke, this motor is expected to be specifically tuned to suit the SMT's sporty touring character, likely producing around 120 brake horsepower and 103 Newton-meters of torque. While the performance figures are objectively solid for the middleweight touring class, one has to critically question whether this clinical parallel twin can deliver the same visceral, ground-pounding character that made the original V-twin SMT such an absolute riot to ride. If the engine hints at modern pragmatism, the rolling stock screams canyon-carving aggression. The prototype rolls on 17-inch alloy wheels at both ends, wrapped in aggressively road-biased tires, a clear indicator that this machine prioritizes tarmac performance over off-road day tours. To keep this momentum in check, another major highlight is the switch to in-house developed WP brake calipers, which promise significantly improved stopping performance over standard off-the-shelf units. It is a decidedly street-focused setup for a supposedly travel-capable machine, suggesting KTM is leaning heavily into the Supermoto half of the equation to compensate for the loss of the V-twin's inherent rowdiness. Under the skin, the new 990 SMT is a stark reminder of the realities of modern motorcycle manufacturing: aggressive platform sharing. The SMT is closely related to the future 990 Adventure, sharing a cast aluminum mainframe and subframe, a complex split radiator unit, and a modified exhaust system. Even the swing arm, drawn from the 990 Duke and RC projects, is utilized here. Aesthetically, at least, the new SMT takes a massive leap forward. The polarizing, somewhat disjointed styling of the 890 generation has been thankfully discarded for something much more menacing. The latest spy shots reveal a distinctive semifairing dominated by a centrally mounted projector LED headlamp, which is aggressively flanked by KTM signature LED daytime running lights. More importantly for actual sport touring, this new front fairing is noticeably more bulbous, strongly indicating a desperately needed increase in fuel capacity over the previous generation's anemic 15.8-liter tank. Technologically, the upcoming 990 SMT is bowing to market pressure, loading up on the electronic wizardry required to battle rivals like the Yamaha Tracer 9 GT. One of the biggest highlights on this test mule is the presence of a front-mounted radar unit, practically confirming that the new SMT will come equipped with advanced rider aids such as adaptive cruise control and collision warning. Suspension duties are handled by premium WP upside-down forks at the front and a matching rear monoshock. Dominating the cockpit is a massive, new 8-inch portrait format TFT display borrowed directly from the flagship 1390 Super Adventure. It's an impressive, high-tech suite, but one must ask if all this digital bloat and radar guidance detracts from the raw, analog thrill a Supermoto is supposed to provide. Based on the advanced state of the test mule, the development team in Mattighofen has already completed the lion's share of the heavy lifting, though final software calibrations are clearly still underway. A launch date sometime in 2027 seems highly realistic given the current pipeline. The impending KTM 990 SMT looks set to be a hyper-capable, technologically dense sport tourer masquerading as a supermoto. Whether it can truly capture the lightning-in-a-bottle magic of the 2009 original without its soulful V-twin heart, and burdened by a heavy arsenal of touring tech, will be the ultimate test for this resurrected legend.